Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B. So you and I behind the scenes were trying to figure out, you have the whole timeline. I don't know who tweeted what, when, who's responding to who started it. But let's just give some background on the beef between the two of them.
Let's do it.
Oh, and you want to talk about I'll call a radio station. No, that's not fucking true. That's not true. And I'm glad you said that, because now I'm gonna call Angela Yee and I'm gonna tell her that why you being messy, because I think it gets
just got one here talking about what could have should have been a hit. Sweetheart, do you know how many plaques I have from Pink Friday 2?
The world of hip-hop is no stranger to feuds. But the storm brewing between Cardi B, Armon Wiggins, and Nicki Minaj has become one of the most talked about sagas of late 2025. What started as a simple interview on Way Up with Angela Yee quickly spiraled into one of the most explosive celebrity confrontations of the year, reigniting years of tension and reminding everyone just how volatile the world of fame, music, and public opinion can be. Let's get into it. Cardi B, known for her fiery personality and zero-tolerance attitude towards disrespect, found herself pushed beyond her limit when YouTuber and commentator Armon Wiggins insulted her in front of millions, once again tying her name to ongoing drama with Nicki Minaj. The result was an emotional eruption that spilled across every major platform, drawing fans, critics, and even fellow artists into the chaos. It all began when Armon Wiggins, who has built a career out of covering hip-hop gossip and celebrity controversies, appeared on Angela Yee's show to discuss the never-ending feud between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. During the conversation, Armon didn't hold back, making snide comments about Cardi's behavior, mocking her recent interviews, and implying that she was losing her relevance.
I think now we're at a point where the beef has gotten back picked up, but Cardi B dropped "Am I the Drama?" And so I guess she proved that she's the drama. She came out
said that,
busting a lot of shots.
His tone was sharp and dismissive. And for Cardi B, it was the final straw. Within hours of the segment airing, Cardi took to Twitter Spaces, unleashing a furious rant that sent shockwaves through the internet. To be exact, she said, "Don't ask somebody that don't like me about me, because this ish is more than that. This ish is more than rap beef." She wasn't just angry about what Armon said. She was furious that Angela Yee, a respected journalist, had given someone who's openly hostile towards her a platform to speak about her life and career without any balance. Cardi's frustration ran deeper than a single interview. She spoke about the emotional exhaustion of constantly being misrepresented by bloggers and commentators who profit from negativity. What cut the deepest was her claim that her children had been dragged into the feud repeatedly, something she has always said crosses a line. Her voice on Spaces was raw and shaking with emotion as she called out both Wiggins and Yee, accusing them of fueling unnecessary drama for clicks and engagement.
when my kids' name are involved, you should look up what happened.
On TikTok, users dissected every clip and tweet like detectives, while YouTube commentators released hour-long analysis videos breaking down the feud's timeline, and Armon Wiggins has his own views.
A lot of people are saying, Nicki is miserable and Nicki's like a dark-spirited person, but I think that we have to acknowledge the fact that Cardi B thought she was going to outsell her.
Some fans argued that Cardi had every right to defend herself after years of being targeted, while others felt that she had gone too far with her comments about Nicki's son. One wrote, "I don't blame Cardi for calling people out. She'd be letting a bunch of gossip slide, fake stories, etc. They play into BS. It really makes you look like OPP. SMH, y'all's be disappointing FR." But not everyone agreed. Another user commented, "I don't know where y'all find the time to call and curse out every person that talks about you. Like imagining crashing out damn near every time someone says something negative about your negative behavior. The way I would be so drained." That meme of Cardi as the protective mother, unafraid to bite back, became central to how many people viewed her. To her fans, her rage wasn't about clout or drama. It was about defending her family's name in a world where everyone has an opinion. But this wasn't the first time Cardi had clashed with Armon Wiggins. Back in 2024, she had already warned Wiggins to stop disrespecting her after he called her phony for endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris during her presidential campaign. Cardi was livid back then too, saying she was tired of being bullied online. "I'm not gonna keep letting somebody think that they can disrespect me. They can bully me and they can keep trying me," she said during another fiery Twitter Spaces rant. "You're not gonna keep effing playing with me. And that ish is coming from me, not nobody else but from effing me." The statement captured her reputation as someone who refuses to be quiet when she feels disrespected. Armon Wiggins, who found himself in the middle of this hurricane, faced intense backlash after Cardi's rant. He initially tried to downplay the situation, tweeting that, "I don't want to fight, girl, I'm off it." His tone suggested that he realized he had poked the wrong bear. Wiggins quickly apologized at that time, tweeting, "We gon' get it without being attached to a controversial headline. As a man, at I am Cardi B, if you feel like I ever used derogatory words towards you, I apologize." But despite that apology, his coverage of Cardi didn't change. He continued to shade her career and align himself with Team Nicki, often praising Minaj's work while undermining Cardi's.
The shots that's being thrown on the record, figuratively, like Nicki's feeling like, well, Cardi's throwing shots about, tour and having to pay for stuff and going broke, and then there's the Young Thug stuff. So Nicki was quiet during this entire rollout.
For months, Cardi had been trying to ignore him, but by late 2025, after the Angela Yee interview, it became impossible. This time, her anger wasn't just frustration. It was exhaustion from years of being the target of online smear campaigns. The layers of this feud go far beyond surface-level drama. The Cardi B and Nicki Minaj rivalry has deep roots, stretching back to their infamous altercation at New York Fashion Week in 2018. That night remains one of the most iconic moments in pop culture history. As Christina Aguilera performed at Harper's Bazaar exclusive Icons Party, Cardi lost her temper and lunged at Nicki, yelling, "B, come here, and I will F you up," and throwing a shoe in her direction.
Come here! Come here! Come here! 1 unit. Second floor terrace room ASAP. 1 to all units. Second. You got him? Yeah, I got him.
Security intervened and Cardi was escorted out barefoot with a large bump on her forehead from one of Nicki's bodyguards. The photo of her leaving the event angry, barefoot, and bruised went viral instantly. Cardi later claimed that Nicki had been liking comments about her being a bad mother, which had pushed her over the edge. She also claimed in the post that Minaj had tried to stop her bags by lying about her and threatening not to work with artists who worked with her. Nicki denied it, calling Cardi a disgusting pig on her show Queen Radio.
So just to clear everything up for people who don't know, Ra really, really beat Cardi bad. Like really bad. And I'm not trying to, be messy.
From that moment, their feud was no longer just a clash of egos, it became personal. Over the years, both artists have tried to downplay the feud, but their actions have always said otherwise. From diss tracks to subtle jabs during interviews, the tension never truly faded.